2025 set who underwent the full stack development program. Today is more than just an event. We're celebrating growth, consistency, creativity, and achievement displayed by our amazing students whom over the past months have dedicated their time to learning, building, collaborating, and transforming ideas into real digital solutions. Okay, so we're gathered here tonight to witness not only their graduation, but also their practical projects, which they built themselves through hard work and determination during their time at Next College. It's really going to be an amazing event, and trust me, you will enjoy every bit of it. So to everyone here present, you're welcome here tonight, and thank you for your support and for being part of this event. So before we go further, I would like to say something about Next College and about our graduating set. So Next College is a technology-focused learning institution committed to empowering young talents with practical digital skills and real-world experience. At Next College, are trained not just to learn technology, but to solve problems, build impactful solutions, and become globally relevant professionals. You don't just come here to learn. You're given projects to enhance your learning. You are really ensure that you follow through the process, not just the theoretical parts, but technologically, practically rather, you're also involved in the learning. Tonight, we proudly celebrate of 2025, a group of talented, resilient, and innovating students who have successfully completed their training program here at Next College. Throughout their learning journey, they have gained hands-on experience in modern software development, teamwork, facts to explain how they collaborated in building their projects, which we are going to see now. So welcome to this event, and you're going to enjoy every bit of it. To not waste most of our time, we'll call on the first team that will be showing us their amazing work, their amazing projects, their amazing idea which they have put together. And that will be the team e-commerce application. This team, the project they designed and developed shows us an e-commerce application which involves, and they are going to pass us through the user experience, explain the technologies they use, discuss challenges they face, because in every theme there is definitely going to be a challenge. So they are going to walk us through. Let's just stay put, stay calm, and watch what they have for us. So I'll leave the floor for the e-commerce team to take over. Thank you so much, and stay put. It's NUSAS team, the e-commerce team. You have the floor.
Okay, thank you very much, Rosemary. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to my mentors. Good evening to my graduates, as well as our current students. It gives me great pleasure. It gives me great joy that a journey that started around I think that was April last year, right? We are now at the tail end of that journey. I wouldn't say is like we are at the end of the journey, because this is opening another journey for us, right? So it has been an amazing experience. It has been an amazing journey with the team here, our lecturers, our supervisors, our mentors, Mr. Augustine David, as well as Mr. Mark. Right. When we took the decision to, when I took the decision to be a part of this, cohort, which is like the first set of students for Next College, right? So it was very challenging at the time, right? So, paying fees and then, working, all manner of challenges was just there that would have, made me not, not be a part of this set that is graduating today. But with that perseverance, focus, and the dedication as to what I really wanted to do, I was able to be a part of this, journey, and it has been an interesting experience. So I'd like to say a very big thank you to my mentors once again. I cannot thank you enough, right? So it's over 12 months since we started this journey, and I can tell you for a fact, I always say this every time I have the opportunity, right? I have seen myself grow so much so that I look back and then I'm just like, wow, so this could actually happen, right? So we've learned so much here, and then experiences, so much, so much, so much in terms of our career that we've chosen, right? So I'm always grateful for the opportunities that have been, presented to us. When we started, at some point, we were learning HTML, doing some projects in HTML, and then, vanilla JavaScript as well as vanilla CSS, right? So it was just like a journey. We did projects in that regard as well. Whilst we were in that journey, mentor will always tell us, we are just preparing you guys for, the bigger scenario, the professional scenario, like what will probably help us, build a career around software development. And then over the time, we went through, you know, um, those other parts of the training. We did React, and then we now moved on to Next.js proper, which is a full stack web development framework. So it has been an interesting ride. It has been an interesting journey. My life has become much better than it was when I joined this program, and that is the most important thing.
Yeah,
I've
sorry,
met my targets.
Isness, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I would really like you to go forward to the presentation because we're going to have a session where each student is going to have a time to express and give his or her testimonials. So this session is basically for presentation.
Okay, okay, thank you. So I'll yield my mic now to my team member who will be doing the presentation of one of our projects. Mr. Emmanuel, you can go ahead.
Okay,
Thank you,
good
everyone.
evening, guys. Good
Good
evening,
evening,
everyone.
Emmanuel. We can hear you.
Good evening,
Okay,
Emmanuel.
so today I'll be making a final presentation on our project. That is a fashion e-commerce store, which me and Etinosa here both developed. And it was designed to provide users with a seamless, premium, and stylish platform for purchasing clothing and accessories online. And this platform delivers modern shopping experience which prioritize speed, security, and user satisfaction. Then, from the objective of this project, we could see that we are targeting young professionals, fashion devotees, and also international audience seeking quality products. Sorry, let me share my screen. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so and our key objective, which we put in place for this thing for developing this product was fast product purchasing. It was engineered for to minimize friction when during the buying journey and for user so that users can discover, select, and purchase goods products with minimal clicks. Then we also put secure authentication as part of our key objective when we're trying to develop this app and smooth user experience. So we focused on developing a responsive and dynamic design with fast loading time and modern aesthetics with reliable order management also as part of our project objectives, whereby users can track their purchase, manage their shopping carts in real time, and access their complete order history through an innovative and intuitive dashboard system. So the technologies we used, so for our front end, and since it's a full stack project, Next.js was used, which provides both an avenue for front end and back end framework to be used together. And we also use React, which helps in leveraging app router architecture. That's for Next.js, sorry. Then for the database, we use the Postgres SQL for our relational database system, which was managed using Prisma ORM. And we have a 6 table schema with different relational integration. Therefore, authentication, next was used. That is the primary authentication system embedded with the Next.js framework. And for our payment integration, Paystack was used. Then for the UI and that we can see, React Hook form was used with Zod. Okay, Zod was also used in place for a robust client-side validation, form validation. Then Tailwind CSS was also used in place, and Radix UI frameworks was used with alongside with Lucid React, which was mostly for our icons and the rest that we can see. Then for our email service that we use, we employed NodeMailer to handle transactional email and other confirmation with user notification. Then deployment, our Next.js was that is both the front end and back end was deployed on Vercel, while our database was deployed on Neon. Then okay, we'll go into a demo flow. So from a user perspective, I have already signed up already, but this is how the sign up page looks like. Your full name is required, your email and your password. Then you create an account. But since I've already created an account, I can log in from here. Uh, okay. Since I've successfully logged in, this is our landing page, which we have a carousel of various items we have in place. And we can see these are featured section, which also employed. Okay, this can also be used for admin. The admin can use this to also show new products that has been put in place. Then a full archive can be loaded. Then shop by category section is here. So we have the men, the women, which you can see. Then accessories are also here. Then these are our standards. We have we ensure fast delivery, a secure payment, and a premium quality. So from here, you can see to place, you can view the details of a product you like. You go through them, you see, and you can also add to bag, which is also seamless. A seamless is just so you can go here, you can pick any. And once we are satisfied, we can still also go through our bag, which is also a cart. We can decide to increase the quantity we want here. Oops, there's a glitch and it's possible to discard. So a can be done here. Price payments. Since we are just in testing phase, this is what we can do. But once we leave that, it will be more seamless. So we can go back. Once since payment is successful, this our order, our transfer, our receipts from the order we made. Then we can also go and look at our orders to see everything. Then a deployment of shipping can will be done. Then from an admin point of view, we can also have this. We can also add. So this is what an admin can do, but since it's restricted, we can add some new items. For now, we don't have an image URL, so we categorize them with upload. Oh, it's done already, so we can go here. I can see the new product I've added, which is here. It will reflect on. Let me try and see if I can show you guys the product. So a search bar is also here available. Okay, so see the product. Sorry, we don't have an image available to put to impute, but if it's an idea is already put in place. So I can also delete. An admin has the power to delete such this thing, such product, and also to edit when maybe product are increment in price or reduction in price. So I can do this as changes has been made already to the wristwatch price. Then an admin also has control over all receipt data, all orders that be made and payment, their payment status can be seen here. So like this, we can see the item, the reference number, the quantity, and the price. And so for this pending also, we can see that the payment hasn't gone through, but this order has been made. So from the stock level, maybe this thing, time will be given for this order to be cleared before the remaining product are before this product order goes back to the any stock available. So that's all we having for admin. So thank you. This is my presentation. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Emmanuel, and to the e-commerce team. That was an amazing presentation. That's a great product you have there, an e-commerce application that enhances smooth and swift purchases for users. Thank you so much, and thank you for that great work, the e-commerce application team. So without wasting much of our time, we'll now move on to one project presentation, which is the video sharing application team. This application focuses on content sharing, media streaming, and user engagement. I will now hand over the floor to the Duke House team, which is a team that handled the video sharing application, to walk us through the application and tell us more about it. So the video sharing application, you have the floor, Jukal. You can go ahead and walk us through the video sharing application. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone. Our project, our project is a video sharing application, as mentioned. And it was designed to help users quickly find, watch, and upload videos. This was built by a team of 3: Daniel Igwe, Rosemary Fineboy, and Jupel Asitok. The main goal was to ensure easy upload of videos, and the process was supported with a few core objectives like smooth user experience, polished interface, mobile-friendly design. So, what powers Relora? Well, our application is powered by first Next.js 16, which serves as the framework and the backbone for building the website and handling pages. We use TypeScript as a language, which is a safer version of JavaScript that catches mistakes early. We used React 19 as our UI library for building the buttons, the menus, and screens that you're about to interact with on the app. We styled with Tailwind CSS so that our layout could be pretty. For our animations, we made use of Framer Motion, which makes things slide, fade, and feel alive. And to store data of our users, our videos, comments, likes, we used MongoDB in collaboration with Prisma. Our login system used NextAuth which was to handle the sign up and sign in securely. And to make sure that our users' passwords are secure, we used Argon 2, which scrambles those passwords so that even us ourselves can't read those passwords. We hosted our videos on Cloudinary, and it helps not only to store, but also to stream the uploaded videos by users. Notifications were handled with Sonar, which helps to bring up little toast pop-ups for confirming actions, as you will see later in the demonstration. And then Zoostan and React Query was used to keep the app fast and in sync with the database. And finally, we use Zod for validating data that users impute into our application. So how do all of this work together? I will now share my screen for us to see all these framework, all these tools and the framework in action. So first off, once you pop in the URL velora-nu.vercel.app, you are immediately taken to this lovely page. We made the application quite user-friendly to ensure that even strangers who do not want to sign up at the moment can have access to videos. Like I said, the main goal was to help users not only to upload, but also to share videos and to watch them. So let's see what a stranger who is just coming or a visitor to the app can do even without signing in. Initially, he's met with this interface, and on clicking either of these, can either filter for new videos or remain and looking at trending videos. The trending videos obviously are based on number of views and number of interactions going on with that particular video. Also, the user can go ahead to open a video. Someone that's just coming in, a visitor can come in, play a video, and also read the comments on the video. You can also filter the comments for newest and oldest. All of these available even without signing in. And of course, if they wanted to share the video, they could go ahead and do so. The link is copied to their clipboard and they can share it. However, other things like liking a post, disliking a post, saving the post, even making a comment are locked behind the sign-in page. So for example, clicking on this will trigger a redirect to the sign-in page. So let's go ahead and sign in and now see other things like how to upload a video, how to like a video, how to comment a video, and how to save videos. I'll be using one of my dummy accounts, in this case, this. And I'm in. So now let's look at any of these videos and actually try to like them. And this time you see that it actually works. Now, signed in, I can like a video, I can dislike it, and then I can go ahead to save it. Saving initially has a default collection called a watch later collection, and inspiration for this is from YouTube. So on YouTube, when you want to save things to a collection, you're instantly given a default watch later collection, which saves videos that you might want to watch later in case you do not have the time at the moment. So this is the default. You can also create new collections right here. For example, hey, and I create it. And there it is. The video is instantly saved to the Hey collection. Sorry about that. You can then go ahead to check out that in our collections tab from the sidebar. In there you have the hair collection and you have your watch later collection. You can go ahead to actually delete a collection that we do not need, just like the watch later, which was a default, you can delete it. And even this hair collection can be deleted. And as you do, you can see Sonar, the Sonar library used for the notifications working below here. There you have a notification letting you know that the collections have been deleted. You can also check out like videos you liked. Yeah, so far I've just liked one with this account. And then the history shows all videos I've watched recently. These are beautiful things that someone can do easily with Relora. But most importantly, like we said, it was to make sure that within a few clicks, a user can actually upload a video. So let's see that in action. Here is our upload video interface. You can either drag and drop a video, or you can just take it in from wherever you want to. In my downloads, I have a simple video of waterfall in forest. And the beautiful part of this is the video is not immediately uploaded. It gives you a preview of what you're about to upload and also shows this storage, like the file size. I mean, you can now go ahead to update the title. For this, let me just call it waterfall. Can describe it to users. And I also add tags. So for something of this nature, I could add nature, I could add waterfall, and I could add forest. I'll leave it at 3. You have a maximum of 10 tags you can add. Once done, we publish. In order to keep the user engaged, we have a loader that lets them know that something is going on and their video is actually being uploaded. Once done, they will get a notification that the video has been uploaded, completed, and then you're redirected to the watch page where you can now watch the video. This particular video though has no sound, so you're not going to get any sound from it. But let's watch our video and see it's working. And there you go. And you can see on the right hand side, we have related videos. That's other videos that exist on the application, and you can click on any of them and quickly be redirected to watch them. Here you have it. So there you go. Everything works as intended. Also, you can subscribe to people. Right here, you can see I subscribe to Rosemary. If I come to my own profile, I can also check out my channel. I currently have 0 subscribers on this account. I have 4 videos. And you can also see when you joined. And that's about it. Just keeping it simple and clear for a user to understand. From the settings, a user can change the password, they can sign out, they can delete the account, and also change their profile picture. So let's check that out. I think I have a simple picture lying around over here. And it shows a preview once again so that you know what you're actually uploading. And if you're okay with it, you can go ahead to save changes. It shows uploading, and once done, it saves. And you get a notification that your profile has been updated. And that happens across all board instantly. Coming back to home, let's also check out our search functionality, which is like one of the most important things. On simply adding maybe just 2 words, and clicking on the search, within a few seconds, you have different videos popping up based on the search results. Our filters can actually filter based on relevance, upload dates, and view counts. And then the upload dates will filter based on anytime, today, this week, this month, this year. Let's check on upload dates. And you see this was uploaded today, so it instantly goes up. And based on view count, that's based on number of views, you see photo gradient is the one appearing at the top. If you wanted to sort by today, then I only have waterfall showing there. Based on this week, waterfall. Based on this month, we have 3 of these. Based on the year, I guess every single one of them because you uploaded this year. So the search filter works beautifully. And once you delete whatever you were searching for, you're redirected back to the landing page where you can continue having a beautiful watch experience. So that is the demonstration for what the application can do. You can upload, you can watch, you can like. Oh, I forgot to comment. So let's make a comment on one of these videos. Here I am, and I can just say, lovely video. And there you go. Yes, I made a mistake there. Can also delete this comment because I made a mistake. Let me delete it. Let me take that again. Okay. And there you have it. Lovely video. I can also reply to this. And there you go. So you can hide the replies, just has that little inspiration from YouTube, and you can open them, check them, and you also close them. You can like, you can also dislike comments. So all of this works fine. And that's about it on the different functionalities we have on Relora. These are different categories that are still going to be worked on. And as more videos are added, then those categories will actually have things based on them. For example, trending will soon have videos that are trending most on Relora, which pop up here. Videos that are more of music will pop up here. Videos most of gaming will pop up here. Same for news and sports. So that's about it. We move on to one of the problems we faced or challenges we faced while building Relora. And the one I want to talk about is race condition. It was an upload mystery, upload 404. So I believe you can see my screen. Okay. And let's talk about it. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right, beautiful. So what's the meaning of race condition to start with? So a race condition is where you have multiple processes running at a time, and because they are each trying to rushing to complete something, the results you get are inconsistent. And in this case, it will have to do with uploading a video. Just like you saw right now, after I upload a video, it takes a while before you can be redirected to the watch page to actually watch the video. Now, initially, this is the browser, this is my Chrome, for example. I upload the video gets stored to Cloudinary, and from Cloudinary, the URL is saved to my database, MongoDB. And once that is done, so that was the issue we had with this initially. Everything had been set up properly, but we kept getting a 404 after someone uploaded their video. And what was going on was it was redirecting too early. So before we could even get this query, this ID from the database or even store it, the watch page was already popping up. And the watch page looks out for the ID, as you can see here. So if there's no ID, it comes back with nothing. How did we fix this? We went ahead to await the database save before redirect. We use that saved ID from the database, no longer a guessed or optimistic one. Then we went ahead to verify that before going ahead to have it redirected. And in thus doing, we were able to solve that issue of risk of uploads not popping up. And thus you see our process went from upload, redirect, database save to upload, database save, get the ID, then redirect. And that's just one of the issues we faced. And the lesson we learned from that is to can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you now. We weren't hearing you before.
Okay, so I said the lesson we learned from this particular problem that we faced was that we should not trust something is done just because you ask for it. In this case, we were asking for the ID, and without even waiting for confirmation that the ID was available, we already redirected to the watch page. So other matters, especially in web apps. And this is very important because it matters a lot in fintech apps, for example. Imagine having to save money or trying to send money to somebody, and without even getting confirmation that the money has been sent, you feel like it's not been sent, and you click again and you end up sending money twice. These kind of things happen due to race conditions. And so I'm happy we were able to learn this from building this video application, and we look forward to having to implement this properly in other projects, especially in the fintech space. Finally, all we have to say as summary of this is we've learned a whole lot. Relora started with one simple goal, which was to make uploading videos easy. Along the way, it grew into a small but complete video platform with accounts, channels, comments, likes, collections, search, and a polished mobile-friendly design. Speaking of, I didn't give you a little view of the mobile design, so let me do that before I call it a day. Here you go. So we had mentioned initially that one of the objectives too was to make it mobile friendly. And so yeah, you have this little tab on the side when you check it on your mobile device, and it pops up a sidebar. You can check out your history, still just the same thing. Check out your live videos, and also check out your collections if you have any. Everything works as intended. You can also search. And if there's nothing on that, nothing is gonna pop up. Let's check for here. You have this pop up and check back, get back to this. You have your page where you can check out your channel and everything. So everything is responsive across board. That's the mobile friendly design. The biggest lesson for us from this project was that simple sounding features hide tricky details. It has demonstrated to us how you can go from simple things to building great things. And really appreciate the mentors for taking out the time to give us this project and trusting us to deliver. Thank you, my audience, for having me. And well, back to you, fine boy.
Thank you so much, Carl, for that amazing presentation, for that wonderful project. That's a huge one. Thank you to your team and you for the amazing work done. To team 1 and to team 2, you both have done really amazing. Thank you so much for this wonderful movement we have shown us. At this point, we'd like to especially recognize our mentors. So I'll hand over. We'd like to, this is a short speech from management. We'd like to get a short speech from our management. So we recognize our leaders, our mentors, and the management team whose guidance and support has made this journey a possible one. Their dedication to the teaching, mentoring, and building future professionals at Next College is really amazing. So we call on our mentor, Mr. Augustine David, to share a few words of encouragement and appreciation. So, Mr. Augustine, the floor is yours.
All right. Okay. Good evening, guys. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, sir.
All right. Okay. You guys are welcome to this special event. Okay. Good evening, everyone, once more. Today is truly a great day for us at Next College. Okay. This is not just a day we are casually waiting for, but is a day that we have been preparing for. We have been learning, we have been mentoring, we have been building with consistent and also with growth. All right. Now, this project that was presented is not something that was just easy. Okay, it took dedication, sleepless nights, problem solving, just like what Juka just mentioned, teamwork, continuous learning. All right, continuous learning. So learning never ends. What we are witnessing today is more than just application being presented. This is a result of discipline, consistency, determination, and every time thinking to become better than what you are yesterday. Speaking on behalf of the mentors at Next College, I still remember when we started this particular journey with this particular set, from understanding what web development was all about, how we communicate from a browser to server, and how result actually comes back. All right, to learning how web works as a whole. At first, some concepts seems difficult and most of the time seems magical or miraculous. But today, look at what these students have actually achieved. These projects were built using modern cutting-edge technologies, such as React, Next.js, PostgreSQL, Prisma ORM, Express, Node.js, Socket.io, and many more that I could not even mention here. Now, this shows how far you guys have gone and how prepared you are for the world. To our graduating students, you are truly a champion. Yes, the journey was not always that easy or rosy. Dragging you to class every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays without any break for 1 year and still yet building projects on top of it. You are consistent and persisted. You remain consistent even during the difficult moments. Did not give up. You should always remember this, that being disciplined and working together is the only way you can scale in this future that you are stepping into. Today makes us proud as mentors at Next College and also as an institution, because we are not just graduating students, we are raising skilled developers, innovators, creators, and future leaders, which are going to pioneer the future of technology in Africa and overseas. To the friends that actually joined us to witness this special event, I thank you all for your support. I thank you all for coming around to join us in celebrating this great momentum at Next College. And finally, to the Next College 2025 graduating set, congratulations once more. This is only the beginning. Continue learning, continue building, continue growing, and never stop believing in yourself. Congratulations once more, and thank you all for being part of this special moment. Thank you all.
Thank you so much for that, for those inspiring words and valuable insights. We're glad to have you say those words to us. Thank you. So we now move on to the certificate presentation and recognition of our graduating students. This is one of the most exciting moments of the evening, the presentation of certificates and recognition of our graduating students. Tonight, as we celebrate, we're celebrating academic completion, but also discipline, resilience, growth, and commitment of demonstrated by every student of the 2025 set. So I'll hand over the floor to Mr. Augustine to carry out this aspect of the event, recognize our graduating students in the certificate presentation. Thank you. Mr. Augustine.
All right. Okay. Just like what I used to say often, all right, that most of the time, I don't want us to think about this platform as a normal traditional education platform where we just seek to get certificates, all right? Even though it's good to have certificates, that shows that, oh, you're able to pass through all the tests, all the assignments, all the projects, and now you're in this particular phase, okay? Most of you guys that started with us, some dropped in the middle while you still continued. You continued for 1 year, not give up. And that particular consistency deserves to be acknowledged. And the little way you can be able to acknowledge it is for us to prove that, see, these particular students, we know them. So even if you're looking for a particular job anywhere and you're presenting next college certificates, we can be able to vouch for you that this particular student can do anything that he actually trusts that he can be able to deliver. He can be able to do that. All right. And today we are happy and bold enough presenting next college certificates to you guys. Now we can be able to go to your dashboard. Within your overview, you are going to see college certificates. You'll be able to download your certificate for this particular program, full stack development. So congratulations once more. I keep on saying that certificate is just a boost to what you have already achieved. The main thing that you really achieved here is the skills, and no one can take it away from you. You can only do what? You can only build on top of it. So I'm very proud of you. Next College is proud of you. All your mentors, we are all what? We are all proud of you. Thank you so much. So you can be able to get your certificate from your dashboard once you log in.
Thank you so much, Mr. Augustine, and congratulations to the 2025 sets. That was an amazing journey, and we're glad you pulled through despite the difficulties and the challenges you encountered. It wasn't worthy here, and you pulled through. Thank you so much, and congratulations. So we'll move on to student appreciation. This session is where we call on each student to come give an appreciating spirit, tell us about their journey, and we'll hear from them. So we'd love to hear directly from some of our graduating students about their experience at Next College, their journey, challenges, growth, and achievements will surely inspire everyone here tonight. So I would like to invite some of us, and I'm going to start with myself. So I'm Fine Boy Rosemary, and I underwent the full stack development program at Next College. It was an amazing experience. I learned a whole lot. Okay, if I was told I would learn that, honestly, I won't believe myself. But that platform isn't just where you come to and you are taught to write codes or to build projects. It's a place where your mentors interact with you like they are you. I don't know if you get that. They interact with you like they are the one undergoing the journey. I guess it's because they have gone through it and see that it's not something that is worthy. They encourage you. They explain terms simply, like to the simplest form of it. it was an amazing experience, and I learned a lot, not just about coding, about collaboration, about what it means to have a mentor that you can go to at any time, at any point, and he is able to pull you out of your confusion, to pull you out of your stress, of your challenges, like they are you. So I would say that Next College is a place, a home for everyone who is ready to go into tech, for everyone who is ready to experience what it means to have a mentor, to have a teacher, to have a friend as a mentor. So if you're at Next College, you didn't make the wrong decision. That's the best decision you can make for yourself. And I pray that you see and experience as much as I, because definitely we improve every day. So that's my testimony, and I'm glad to have undergone this journey at Next College. Thank you so much. So I'll move on to call on another student. Let me call on Emmanuel, whom is one of the graduating students, to share his testimony and his appreciation to Next College. Emmanuel, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you. Good evening once again. Okay, I'm grateful for this Next College. It's like my second platform on learning. Oh, my network is bad.
Okay, while Emmanuel fixes network, I'll call on Etinosa to give us his speech.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so earlier I had already said a lot, and then just to wrap up, to say a very big thank you again. I'm always glad, I'm always excited to talk about Next College and then the journey that we've had. Right. So Mentor, I've actually downloaded my certificate and it's looking amazing. So thank you so much. This is so beautiful. It feels enriching, like when you reach the finish, when you reach the finish race, and then you get something like that. It's really, really beautiful. And you also kept this away from us. Like I was wondering how we are going to actually get that, and also you just kept it to this time so we can get it, and it's really beautiful. Thank you so much for putting all of this together. It has been an amazing journey. And also, thank you for, it wasn't only about just, writing code or just coding. You taught us how to be a professional and how to position ourselves as, software engineers, so that, whilst we know how to code, whilst we know the skills, we also know, how to be, a perfect professional in the field. Right, so I'm very, very grateful. And also, I hope we have plans to have a community that will continue to grow from strength to strength, right? So I don't want this to be the last time where we'll probably have something like a coming together or a community. Right? So I always enjoy it when we are having meetings like this. We are engaging ourselves. It gives me that joy. So I just hope this will not be the last time where I get to talk to my mentors or my graduates, as well as even the current students. So I hope we continue to build a stronger community as we continue to grow right in the tech space. So a little advice to our current students that are here. And the truth of the matter is, you are at the right place. You are with the right professionals, the right mentors that will guide you and help you become the person that you really want to be in terms of your career in tech, right? So if you had that doubt about, are you sure this thing would, probably work or something, I can tell you for a fact that you are at the right place, and if you put in the right work, you put in, right mentality and everything, focus, you would actually get the results that you need, right? You get the results that you need. I've seen it work for me. When I started off, I was just like a baby, a baby in tech, right? So, but over a year now, I can guarantee you that I've learned a lot, and I'm already reaping the rewards of what I've learned here. That's just the truth. When we were about starting that time, I was struggling to pay, the 100K fee that we asked to pay and all that. So I can tell you that I've gotten that amount like tens, like 10 times over, right? So it just means that if you put in the work, if you are serious with what you are doing here, this is the best place to be. You are with the right persons that will guide you, take you by the hand, and then just lead you in the right direction. So I hope we are able to do that and then just listen to our mentors. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I hope our community keeps growing and improving. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maxwell, for that wonderful way. Before I call on the last person for today, because we won't be able to call on because of time, if you have anything to say or you want something, just prepare yourself. We'll be opening the floor for everyone who has something to say. So I'll call on the last person we'll be taking for tonight from amongst the graduates to share his testimony. Jukal, you have the floor, please.
Thank you. Everybody has mentioned the happy part. I think I'll really want to mention the not so happy part, because when you keep saying it was not easy, it it doesn't like give people that idea of what you truly mean. But I think when you actually mention how you spend nights on end trying to figure out a bug, or how after fixing things, they continue to break in production, then you start to get an idea of it. I still remember one time we had a project, and I believe we're building a messaging app, and I had gotten everything working, front end and the back end. And then for some uncanny reason, the back end was not picking up on production. And I was so annoyed and furious. And I came and I shouted in the group, like, so I'm tired of this thing. And he was just like, well, what's the issue? Let's start from there. What's going on? And like, look at it again. So over time, what that did for me was help me to build a love for mistakes, because there is nothing like perfectionism in software development. If you're someone that's always seeking perfection, then you're going to have a tough time here, because it is from mistakes you actually learn how to do better, learn how to become good at what you're doing. I've come to see mistakes as stepping stones, as just outputs. Just see it as output. When you see it as output, you pick the output and then you try and do something with it and become better. And that is what Next College has done. The mentors have gone from just being mentors to actually being very good friends. I also remember that in the course of it, when we started out, we we used to have meetings week in, week out. The one thing he mentioned to, in fact, the two of them used to mention was, do not limit yourself to what is being taught in class. And so you read documentations, you try and also build things on your own, because the fastest way to learn things in software development is to build. If you're just learning syntax of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and yet you never for once put your hands down and write anything or build anything with it, the knowledge is just a waste. And by so doing, you become more independent. You can take up anything that's thrown in your face. Someone wants to come to you and say, okay, I want you to build something with a different database, like Postgres, SQL. Then you simply go into the docs of Postgres, SQL, and then you figure out how to do it. Initially, if you did not know how to read documentations, then you are lost, because all you ever knew was just maybe MongoDB or maybe DynamoDB, just one. But so what is done is not just give us information and teach us, but also help us to be independent. Another hard phase we learned was how to be a leader. and how to collaborate with people. And I remember again, when it was hard in that phase, I ran again to Mr. David, like, oh, it's stressing me out. What do I do? And he gave me a very simple tip on what to do. And that has taken me to where I am right now. I am currently a team lead in a startup, and we've just launched that product, and it's been awesome, because the exact same things he taught me when I was being a team lead in my own group was exactly what I took over there. And also on my own, I was growing and seeing how I could be better with working with people. It's like the most important thing. There is no way you grow or do better in a team where you're the only one that is better than everybody. If you are not actively trying to help others around you get better, one day you're the one that suffers for that. Because if you're not there, nothing functions, nothing is fixed, nothing is done. And so I was able to pick that and see myself, just having the title team lead does not make me a boss. Saw myself as a servant from day one, and constantly try to help my teammates to also get better. And we really reaped the reward of that. So all of this, not just hard skills, but soft skills, are the things, the benefits of having been here. And I don't think would have achieved this by just maybe learning Next.js via Coursera or Udemy or any of that. Actually being with people, seeing different types of people, growing with them has achieved this. So I say a big thank you to Mr. Mark and to Mr. David for all they've done. And I wish the very best to the next cohort. And I hope you can also, at the end of the day, see that it was not a waste of your time. And hopefully you also do exceedingly well wherever life takes you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jukal. That was amazing. Thank you. So at this point, to open the floor to our guests, our supporters, and our current students. If you have anything to say, contribution, or you have a question, or there are areas in the program where you need clarification, the floor is yours. You just raise your hand up, and then I'll call upon you to ask a question or state your areas where you need clarification. If you want to say something, you can just raise your hand up, like tap on that hand raising icon, and I'll call on you. Our current students, our guests, anyone here who wants to say something. Okay, since we have no one who, okay, I think Maria sent a message. Let me read that out. Okay, she said, I can't speak because I'm in a public space, but I want to use this opportunity to say congratulations to all the students and most importantly, the mentors. You all did an amazing job, and this is to more greater heights. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much, Maria Chikamso. Thank you. We appreciate. Thank you. I would love to hear your voice whenever we meet next. Okay, Stanley, you can speak.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I hope my background is not so noisy because I'm still outside, but I can't resist the urge to make this announcement because I'm so happy to be here. Um,
Okay.
Let's College is also a family to me. Mark and David, they are both brothers and mentors to me, and I've seen their impacts on all my own life personally, with the way they have been guiding me. So this is just me joining my voice with that of theirs and the whole family as a whole to congratulate the new set of graduates. And it can only get better. My life is a testimony from their impact. So just keep believing in yourself, and tomorrow is holds so much beautiful for all of us. Congratulations to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stanley Chigozie. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Anyone else ready to speak? Okay, in the Okay, I think we'll have Precious. Mr. Precious, please, you have the floor.
Oh, Precious is just fine. Good evening, everyone. I want to apologize for joining a bit late, but I just want to say congratulations to first the students, then to next college, to the mentors, and personally also to David. You you might not hear this often, but you're doing an amazing job, and not everybody might understand, but the level of sacrifice, the level of intentionality in what you're building, it's on a whole new level, right? And I'm just so proud of you. I'm proud of the college as a whole. And I'm also proud of the student personally. And then I can't wait to see you guys killing it out there and just building amazing products and just shaping the next level of tech in Nigeria and Africa as a whole. So congratulations, guys. And I'm personally also beginning to see how well we can also support this. This is good work. Support partner with uh, personally with David and uh, every other person involved. I don't know how, but I'm sure we just find a way to make it work and just see how much more we can bring people into this good work you're doing. So cheers to you guys.
Thank you so much, Mr. Precious. We really appreciate your presence here with us. Thank you for being part of this event. We appreciate. Anyone else ready to say something from our students, our current students? You are free to ask questions. You're free to bring up errors where you need clarification, and we'll be glad to help you in. Or you can say one or two things to the graduating students. You're free. We're all family. So if you have something to say, you can just raise your hands up and I'll call on you. Okay, in the absence of that, we've really spent quite a time here together, and it's every second of it was worth it. So thank you so much for joining us. At this point, I'll call on Mr. Mark, who is one of our mentors here at Nest College, to give us a closing remark and appreciate our guest for joining us for this graduation. So Mr. Mark, please, you have the floor.
Good evening, everyone.
Good
Can you hear me,
evening.
please?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, first of all, I want to register my appreciation and, of course, thank the organizing team for giving me this opportunity to have the closing remark. So I want to welcome each and every one of us, including our guests, most importantly, the graduating set of 2025. So we are welcome once more. So as we're about to end this particular cohort, I am very much honored, okay? And I'm very much proud of the presentation so far. So we started this evening with very high expectations, and yeah, looking at the whole things that went, the whole presentations, it is safe to say that those expectations have not only been met, but they have been thoroughly exceeded, okay? So tonight we didn't just witness a graduation like a normal graduation, we witnessed a showcase of the future. The projects presentations we saw tonight are a testament to what happens when talent meets hard work. Our students, they worked for it, and I'm super proud of them, okay? So to the graduates, I want to encourage you. Your project showed us that you aren't just somebody who came to learn for learning's sake to get a certificate, but you are willing to become a creator. So there are a lot of problems to solve out there in the world. We have a lot of problems, even when we started this program, if you can remember, I always say that we have thousands of content creators, okay? We have thousands of people who are into content or one of all those things. But when it comes to web creators or application creators, we are very limited. And each of these area, they solve issues in the society. So you might be the next project that will reshape the whole thing about how social media works. There are a lot of, you just have to think. That is the reality. Okay, so I want to once again say that your journey is just starting, and you have to keep the fire burning. So once again, thank you all for coming out tonight to celebrate these brilliant minds. I wish everyone a safe and good night to our respective homes. And of course, we have a wonderful night's rest. Thank you so much once more.
Thank you, Mr. Mark, for that amazing speech. We really appreciate your presence here and your words to us. Just before we end, I would like to acknowledge a message from Chukwu Ebuka Eze. He says, to Mark and David, thank you all for what you guys are doing, and congratulations to the graduates. More grace to your elbows. I apologize for being late. Thank you so much, Smart. Thank you, Mr. Chukwu Ebuka. We appreciate your presence here with us. And with this, we'll come to the end of this event. And once more, I would like to say congratulations to the graduates. Assess your certificate on your dashboard. Go out there and make Next College proud. And to everyone who joined us for this great event, thank you so much. We're glad to have you here, and we look forward to having you again for our next graduation. Thank you so much, everyone. And that brings us to the end of this graduation. Thank you, and congratulations to our graduates. You all are amazing, and Next College is proud and happy to have you as part of us. Thank you. We meet at our community where we continue to do great works together. This is not the end, though. This is not the